How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew Goldman. Today's video is going to be on how to reach your fitness goals while not going crazy. What I mean by that is I want to go through a few tips that I accumulated over 10 years of kind of going back and forth, ups and downs in weight, that are a good foundation to have to always think back on, just on the mental side. So this isn't like get your protein in or, make sure you bench twice a week. I went from 240 pounds to about 180 pounds and I've been able to sustain it. Here are my 7 tips about how to not go crazy but get to your fitness goals. Tip number 1. Choose a pace that works for you. Too many people I know go from 0 to 100. They go from couch potato to thinking they could run 7 days a week and train 7 days a week and eat perfectly clean. Maybe you could get there one day, but start at a pace from 0 to 100 that works for you. If you can crush that pace, then increase the pace. You don't want to burn out. You're better off going at 40 out of 100 for a few weeks, few months, for the rest of your life than bouncing in between 100 and a 0. So pick a pace that works for you and just dial in and keep going. If you realize that you can increase the pace because you have the time in your schedule and you're dedicated to the lifestyle, then increase the pace. Too many times in the past, I was so set in my ways in that if I messed up on day 2 of a diet, then all was over with. I went over my calories by 500, so the week's over, guys. I'm just going to keep eating. I'm just going to go off the diet. That is absolutely false. If you mess up on Tuesday, get up on Wednesday and go back to work. You don't have to go crazy because you messed up on Tuesday. You can just get back to your plan. Eventually, it's going to even out day by day. Remember, this is a lifestyle change, and it should be something that's not so bad that if you mess up, you're down on yourself for a week. Just get back on track. Don't feel guilty. Just get back day by day. Next, we're going to talk about fruit. And we're not talking about apples and pears, guys. We're talking about low-hanging fruit. If you ever heard of that expression, what it means is take the low-hanging fruit. And what I mean with fitness is take a look at what you do that's against your fitness goals. Do you drink a lot of soda? Do you go out all the time and eat and drink a lot when you're drunk? Do you do a few really bad things that if you potentially switch them to being not as bad, you'd reach your goals a lot quicker? So 1, if you drink soda, switch to diet soda. If you're huge on ice cream, switch to the 100-calorie ice creams. If you go out and drink a lot, try to take a day off here and there. Everybody can do them and it adds up quick, guys. If you're going on walks every day, if you're not drinking soda anymore, if you're drinking just a little bit less, those few things that you can change as a mental mindset could literally make a huge difference. Grab that low-hanging fruit. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is pretty important, guys. Focus on yourself. That should always be your first foremost goal with lifting. You're not going to look like Chris Bumstead. You're not going to look like The Rock. You're going to look like you. You can be the best you. It sounds corny, but it's what you have to do. Not only should you focus on yourself, but when it comes to others, don't be a hater. When you see Anthony Montello, when you see Jesse James West, when you see Omar Esau, when you see all these guys that are ripped to the gills, you should be happy. That means that there's people working hard, getting to the goals that you want to get to. In what world does it make sense to hate on them and say, they're on steroids, they have the best genetics? Well, on one hand, of course, you should set realistic expectations for yourself of what's achievable in the gym. On the other hand, you should appreciate the fact that other people got to the goals that you might one day want to reach. So although you want to focus on yourself, you also don't want to be a hater. Tip number 5, guys, is a pretty simple one, and it's dedication over motivation. The amount of my friends that are like, yeah, I don't really want to go to the gym. Like, I just need motivation, Andy, or I just need motivation, Drew, and then like, I'm good to go. There's never a perfect storm. Life doesn't work that way. Humans want to compartmentalize everything and say, oh, on day 1 of summer, I'm gonna start doing this and that and like a robot. That's not how life works, guys. The Rock wakes up tired because he got shit sleep and he hits the gym. Just keep it rolling, guys. It's gonna happen. Sometimes you're gonna stall out. You're gonna get worse sometimes. But just make sure that you keep going because motivation is not gonna keep you going. It's the dedication, guys. Tip number 6 is don't be embarrassed. If you like fitness, don't be embarrassed. Why is somebody that likes pickup basketball, that likes golf, that likes running, they're always like, yeah, man, like I'm working on my form, I'm working on my putting, I'm working on my free throw. But then when it's like, hey, man, like, I'm working on my biceps, like, I'm trying to lose some weight, everyone's like, yo, man, you look great. Like, why would you try to lose more weight? Why would you want a 6-pack? So, oh, come on, Johnny, like, don't be like a little bitch. Come on, like, just eat the ice cream, Johnny. Like, don't be embarrassed to like fitness. There's no embarrassment in liking fitness and wanting to be in good shape. Tip number 7, don't put the carriage before the horse. That's my final tip in terms of top mental tips to not lose your mind. And what I mean by that, guys, is a lot of people get tripped up on all these little things. Take a step back. Are you eating the right amount of calories? Are you getting your protein? Are you working out hard? How is the mirror reflecting your current progress? What's the scale look like? Those are the things to keep on the highest regard of your progress and what to tweak if you're not getting progress. So there's a bunch of very important things when it comes to fitness. Then there's all these like little arguable things like, yo bro, I need to get my protein shaken after. Yo bro, I need my creatine. I need to do IMF. I need to do fasted cardio. Don't put the carriage before the horse. Don't start making excuses for your results that are based off something that's not significant, such as creatine, protein timing, IMF, OMAD, carnivore diet, keto. You gotta focus on the basics. You gotta focus on the basics. I'll say it once again, like I said, I'm not a professional. There's people out there that know a lot more than me, but I went from 240 pounds to 180 pounds, and these are some of the tips that I think I've accumulated and I summarized for you guys. You can take them if you like them. You can leave them if you don't. They're gonna be in the description box below. Gonna end it right there. Just a talking style video. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Until next time, have a good one.